Hey guys, what's up? Eddie Aho here with KissAnalog.com. Today I'm finishing up a review of these two Kaiweets pen type multimeters. This one's actually a pen, has a little probe on the end. This one has the non-contact voltage and has the ability to plug two probes in on the other side. This one just has the probe that you plug in the back so that you can take measurements, if you need that, depending on the type of measurement you're taking. But if you haven't seen the last video, I opened them up. I kind of looked at this data sheet, stuff like that. So go back and take a look at that video. You might get something out of that. If you just want to see the testing, let's jump in and do this, okay? Alright guys, so I've got the probe pushed into this one, and it's in auto mode. And so I've got the negative probe here, and of course positive probe there. So let's go ahead and read some ohms, okay? And let's see how fast the auto is. Now, here, I'll touch this one. Okay, ready? Let's go ahead and touch it down. There it goes. That was fast. I could hear a little click in there, right? I'm trying to get my hand out of the way so you can see it. Let's go to 10 ohms. Okay, now it's going to continuity test, I think, and it's giving me that little green light. So, here, let's go to 10K. I'll put manual mode here in a minute. Okay. Probably see how fast, I mean, it seems like it's switching over very fast here. See if you can see this happen. Touch that probe down here, okay. And I'll come from this angle so you can see it better. Seems fast, right? Okay, let's go to manual mode. Okay, there's ohms. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, it's super fast, I think. I mean, it's like just about immediate, right? Even in the auto mode, it was super fast, I thought. But it looks really accurate, so that's nice. Okay, let's try the other one. Alright, guys, so this one, I've got the probes put in. They're a little bit too close together just to plug in to the resistor. Like I can just plug these into most multimeters. Whoops, here, let me take these caps off, make it a little quicker and easier, I guess. Alright, so you'll be able to see the meter and touch this one down. It's in auto, and again, I think they operate the same way. Here, let's just see. Yeah, you can hear a little click, and it switches over really fast. And I think it's in continuity mode, but oops, if I could hold it steady, I guess. 9.4, and we got two green lights on, whatever that means. Here, let me touch these together. And I see a red light going down here too. Okay, we'll put it in manual mode. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I went right past it. Oh. Alright, I guess it's funny because it only does the volts, ohms, and in auto mode. And the other modes have hertz, nanofarads, volts, but diode mode, live, and then the phasing, and then non-contact voltage, and then back to auto. So, wow, no manual mode. But you know what? Again, it does read But, you know, again, it does read really quickly in auto mode. So the only thing is the continuity mode's kind of funny because it reads ohms, but continuity as well. I want to go back to this other one just to see if it kind of, now this one in auto mode doesn't seem to read the ohms right though. I mean, it's reading continuity instead. It does light up that light, but so I think to read the ohms correctly under 50 ohms, you want to go to ohms. And then it reads it correctly. So that's interesting. All right, I do have this Simpson Model 183 6 meg meter or ohm resistor. So here, let's try that one too. I'll hold that one, then I'll just touch it and see how fast it goes. Well, that's pretty fast, 5.96 meg. Okay, let's try this other guy. Okay, I'll hold that down, and then we'll touch this one. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to hold the display. You know what? I'll hold the display one down so I can hold it so you can see it. I've got this glare going on. Okay, ready? Then I'll hold this one down. Okay, here goes. Yeah, it's pretty fast, I think. 5.98. So that's pretty good, I think. All right, so let's check this one now. The continuity test. Now in auto mode, it takes a moment for it to click over, right? So let's switch it into continuity. There we go. We got a little continuity symbol there. I like the little light indicator. Reads out ohms, and yeah, it sounds loud enough to me. And it seems quick enough too, right? All right, let's get this guy. And okay, there's auto mode. Now this one does not have, you know, a manual mode setting for continuity. It just has auto, and it shows you that it does, and it shows that it does volts, ohms, and continuity and auto mode. Okay, so I think it's gonna be like the other one. It's gonna take a moment. Yep, and it does. You can hear the relay clicking, maybe, and we get some LEDs. So, yeah, there's continuity. All right, guys, so let's read capacitor mode. Here, I'll move that so you can see a little bit better, maybe. You know, I got this other light on pretty bright. Okay, maybe that's better. All right, so let's go ahead and apply 10 microfarads. And these capacitors are a little bit higher than what they actually say. Okay, there's 20, so that's 22. Add that one, 37. By itself is 14, almost 50, 14 and a half. So 22 plus 14 and a half would be 36.6 or something. Yeah, so, okay, then here's 40. Wait for it. 52.6. Add that 10. Add that one. Okay, turn them off, and then add 80. Okay, it says it's 100. Add that one, and that one. Okay, 191.6 total. Let's see what the other one does. Alright, so I've got its negative lead in this one, and I screwed down the positive one in that one, so I think you can see the display there. 14.8. Try that one. 22.7. And then I'll put them both up. 378. Let's try the 40. 53. Seems like similar numbers. Now I'll try the 80. Yeah, doesn't that seem similar? Try the 40 on top of that. 20 on top. And then the 10. Alright, so there's capacitors. Alright, so let's try these Shocky Diodes from On Semiconductor. Got this little nice eval card they gave me. I've had this for years, way before I had my YouTube channel. Okay, touchdown first. See that? That's 0.109, 0.15, 0.649. Whoops, I gotta go on tab on this one, I think. Yeah, 0.187 and 0.521. 0.521 on that one. So here, let's try this one. Get on diodes. See, where's, oh, there they are. Okay. I think it's plus on this side, right? 109, 149, and 0.648, 0.186, and 0.52. So there we go. So let's see how high voltage it'll put out, so we know, you know, what kind of LEDs it might light up. So let's go to function. And I think I need to go to auto on that. Then on this one, I still have it in diode mode. So, alright, so I think I should be able to hold these together and then touch that down. 2.27. Alright, so it won't light up all LEDs, but 2.27 is pretty typical for, you know, a lot of meters. And I'm sure the other one's going to do the same thing. So let's try that. We'll do voltage mode on this. And we'll go back to diodes on this guy. Okay, so we'll see. This one will tell us how many volts this one's putting out. So let's try that. 2.258. Yeah, I mean, they should be about the same, since pretty much the same circuit. It seems that the software is a little bit different, but yeah. Okay, guys, let's take some DC voltage readings. I got them all hooked up in parallel, so the minus leads are here, the plus leads are up there. And let's power this one up. I just want to show you how it powers up. Comes up in non-contact voltage, and then I have to go to auto, and then it goes to voltage. And it does not have a manual voltage setting. That's your diode setting, and it's your live setting. So there we go, 11.7 volts. Now this one powers up in auto mode. See? And 11.69. So they're within tolerance of each, you know, of their value. But what I want to show you is this guy, I can put it into a DC voltage reading manual. But let me put them both in automatic for now. Okay. Now I'll just zoom in a little bit so you can see the display a little bit better. Alright, so, I mean, yeah, 11.69, 11.7, that's within their tolerance easily. So, I'll go ahead and drop the voltage down. Now, when I drop it down below 4 volts, you'll see we get an extra digit because they're 4,000 count meters. Okay, and you can kind of see how they're reacting, how the speed relative to each other. Okay, so there's 2.7, and then I'll quickly move up a little bit. Well, I guess that wasn't too quick, but anyway, but you can kind of see that when I move it, there's a little bit of reaction time there, right? Now let's go into manual mode since we have that option with this one. Okay, now you'll see it moves very quick. It tracks me really quickly. Where the other one, it's kind of stuck in auto mode. It doesn't move quite as fast. Not near as fast, actually. It takes about a second or whatever to read and adjust. Notice that? Okay. I mean, but the one in manual mode seems like it's tracking very closely to when I move it. I mean, like, it's like dead on, actually. At least it seems that way. So, okay, here I'll just max it out so you can see what this guy would do. Alright, went to another power supply that can go a little higher, up to 55. Okay, now I'll just drop it down kind of quickly. I'm kind of spinning it and stopping, and you can see the meter on top that's in manual mode, it just follows me really quick, and the other one takes a moment to catch up. So I'm going to go all the way to the top again, to about 55 volts. Alright, and my power supply says 55.1, and so they're pretty darn close. Okay, now I'm going to pull it out so it'll go to 0. Okay, now I'm going to put it in. And yeah, the one on top is very quick, but actually, let's see, goes to 0, pop it in. Yeah, it's not terrible, but when you compare it to another meter, it's noticeably slow. Alright, so this is AC voltage reading, and I'm going to bring it up. I'll bring it up to 120 volts. And it looks much quicker, the manual reading versus auto reading. It seems like it reads AC quicker than it did the DC. It tracks much faster, right? Okay, now what I want to do is I want to take it down to about, say, 30 volts AC. Because right about there, okay, right about there is where I think I want to go live testing, okay? So here, what I'll do is disconnect these, okay? And then let me bring the AC connections up here in the picture. One's line, one's neutral, not sure which one's which, but let's put this guy into live setting. Okay, there's live. Now, I think what I can do in live is just go right here. I'm going to disconnect. Okay, so in live setting, I think I can just go. There we go. Now this probe is attached to the ground side, so I'm going to remove that for now. And that's right here. I'm going to disconnect both these guys, so they're just, alligator clips are just kind of holding them steady so they don't move around. Alright guys, now I want to go live testing. So the alligator clips are just holding these two AC, the line and neutral, just on ground. I'm not sure which one's which yet, so let's see if we can tell. Okay. Okay, nothing there. And that one says high. So that must be the line. And it says high even though it's only about 30 volts. And nothing on the neutral. Okay, let's see what this one does. Now it's an auto setting. So nothing in auto, okay? Have to go to, let's go to the live setting. Now I'm going to take the plus probe. Alright, I'll take the plus probe of this one. And there we go. So it says high. I'm going to bring the voltage down just a little bit. Let's see. Okay, I brought the voltage down quite a bit just so at the very low voltage levels I get that. And it says low, and then it gets a little more beeps as I bring the voltage up. And then it says high. So let me take it down to see where it barely notices. Okay. And let's see if this one still detects that. Yeah, it does too. I think it's the same electronics for, you know, the settings that are similar in both meters have the same, you know, voltage levels and all that. Okay, so now this one also has a non-contact. So let's go to that. There it is. Now look, non-contact, it doesn't notice it because the voltage is too low. So let me take it back up to about, well, I got, okay, that's low voltage. That's probably about 60 volts AC. I'll take it up to about 120, and yeah, there we go. Okay, so it goes, that's about 120 volts there. And oh, that's just low level, that's neutral. And this one is live, so I have to touch it. But it's funny how it sets off this one, huh? That's pretty cool. They talk to each other. Alright, so for the non-contact voltage, works great. There's neutral, so pretty awesome. One thing I want to point out on this non-contact voltage, it doesn't have to be in any certain angle. Sometimes it seems like you have to hit them just right. But yeah, that seems to work really well, I think. Alright guys, so let me know what you think. You know, both under 20 bucks, about $18 on Amazon after the 10% sale, if they still have that going. Seems like a pretty reasonable price for a 4,000 count meter. Like I say, specialty meters, this one definitely I think I can use on the job, troubleshooting, where I don't have to look up, I can see what I'm measuring right there. I think that's super handy for troubleshooters. This one, for kind of electrician's work, you know, going around looking at your receptacles, breakers, things like that, you can use that non-contact. Either one of them, you can use that live, you know, that setting for live voltage where you just touch one probe. So it's a more safe way than having to have two hands to test a voltage. So just to let you know that it's there, you know. And then the next level is actually going in and measuring the voltage, right? But yeah, so what do you guys think? Hey, I want to thank people for using the thank you button down below. Buying me a cup of coffee, that's just awesome. You know, 2 cups of coffee. But anyway, yeah, I want to thank you guys for that. I think that's really awesome of you guys. And of course, my patrons, 2 thumbs up to you guys. That's really sweet. I've got so much stuff around here to do. I got to try to get some videos out and try to bring up my video production. So I just want to get this test video out and let me know what you think. Now there's one thing I wasn't able to test, which I kind of thought about just as I'm sitting here, is I didn't test that phase. If you have a 3-phase motor, they're supposed to be able to tell you what phase or whatever. So I need to get something so I can test that type of function. I think that's an interesting function for a meter like this. Pretty cool. Must have been asked for, why they put it in the meter. Let me know what you guys think. Put the comments down below. I appreciate that. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.